Hi. Want to have more money, but don't want to have to work for it? I can show you how. Let me ask you a question. What's something you would be willing to do or not do for 30 days if you knew that 30 days later you'd have more money? The rules of a 30-day challenge are simple. 1, choose something to do. 2, decide that you're going to do it. And 3, start now. You don't have to wait until the first of the month to start a 30-day challenge. You don't have to wait until Monday or Saturday. Just do it now. Number 1, no buying coffee out. This is going to hurt some people, but no buying coffee out. You make coffee at home. Or if you can get coffee someplace that's free, like a lot of times at work, they'll always have a pot out for people. Or if you go to a friend's house and she offers you a cup of coffee, no problem having coffee there. You just don't pay for it. I'm not a coffee drinker, so I don't really know what Starbucks charges for its iced caramel macchiato. But if I had to guess, I'm going to say it's about $5. If every day you stop off at Starbucks and you buy yourself a coffee because that's how you start your day, then guess what? 5 times 30 is $150. You could save a lot of money. And bonus, you might actually feel inspired to learn how to make your own iced caramel macchiato at the house. Number 2, track your spending. Every day for 30 days, you write down every penny that you spend. And I mean every penny. If things are being deducted automatically out of your checking account, write it down. If you use your debit card, write it down. If you're paying in cash, write it down. I don't care if a dime slips through your fingers and falls through into a sewer grate. You just lost 10 cents, write it down. The benefit of doing that is you're more cognizant of what you're spending. And sometimes you decide that you don't need to buy this or buy that. You'll spend less money. And bonus, you're going to see probably that there are things that you're paying for, like subscriptions and other services that you don't use anymore, and you can cancel them and save money down the road. Number 3, pay with cash. I know this might sound strange to some of the youngins, but there was a time when we always paid for things in cash. This particular 30-day challenge means no debit cards. No credit cards, obviously, but no debit cards either. Let's say you get paid every week and it's automatically deposited into your account. Sit down, spend 10 minutes and figure out what you think, how much money you think you're going to need to buy gas, to buy incidentals, whatever, to go grocery shopping. How much money are you going to need to pay for things if you're not using your debit card? Then take out that amount of money for the week and only spend what you have cash for. You might find that when you're at the supermarket that you're not going to pick up that $6 artisan loaf of bread that you love so much, because you're running low on money. So you're going to find that you'll spend less money, and bonus, you might actually learn how to make bread at home. It costs nothing. I mean, oh my goodness, it's no knead bread, knead, K-N-E-A-D. No knead bread. All you need is water, yeast, and flour. And you can make some great bread at the house for pennies. Number 4, stash $2 a day in a jar. Now, it doesn't have to be $2 a day. It could be $1 a day. It could be $5 a day. Or it could just be your change. I used to get paid a lot in cash, and so I always had change. What I used to do with that money is I would put it into a jar and I would just save it up. And that became my vacation fund. Or anytime I had to travel someplace, like taking the kids to school, meaning college, or going to get and bring them back. And you'd be shocked. I mean, I would have a number of jars of these filled, and I could have $150, $200, $250. Now, not in 30 days, but this is, and you just do this for 30 days, and you'll see that suddenly you have all this, it's like found money. But particularly, it gets you into the habit of saving a little bit, even if it's $2 a day. But $2 a day is doable. $1 a day, try it. Number 5, no big box store shopping, no Amazon online shopping, or no Home Depot shopping for 30 days. Whatever is your temptation, wherever you always find yourself going someplace, 30 days you don't go up on Amazon and buy stuff. Now, there's no restriction on what you buy next month because you'll be off the challenge by then. So put it in your cart. If you can't stay off of Amazon, just don't hit, send to buy the stuff. Put it in your cart. And then you'll see, maybe you'll see 30 days from now, that thing that you really wanted, not so much anymore. Bonus, you're not going to have a bunch of packages showing up at your doorstep that you don't remember ordering, and packages won't get stolen from your doorstep either. Number 6, no grocery shopping. Think you can do that? Now look, this isn't going to work for everybody. If you're one of these people that go grocery shopping 3 times a week, or you're very proud of how you always have the freshest produce and the best of this and the best of that, that's probably not going to work. But if you go grocery shopping once every week, once every other week, you might want to consider this, because I think many people have cupboards that are bursting with food. There are boxes of pasta, jars of tomato sauce, cans of soup, tins of clams and tuna fish. If a catastrophe, think about it. If there was a catastrophe and for 30 days you could not get to a supermarket, there was no food available, would you be able to survive for those 30 days with just the food that you have? I think you'd be surprised, and yes, you could. Bonus, you're not going to have to be throwing out a bunch of stuff that's already expired. You bought it, you never used it, and now it's going to expire. Number 7, no eating out. This is a big one too, right? No eating out. Dave Ramsey would be thrilled. Dave Ramsey, he has an expression that, I don't want to see you in a restaurant unless you're working there. Try it. 30 days, no eating out. So what does that mean? That means you're going to have to cook at home, right? Well, I was never a good cook. I absolutely hated cooking. I just wasn't good at it. One day, about 10, 11 years ago, my youngest wanted to go to the bookstore, which is not good for me because I hate to do clothes shopping and shoe shopping, but don't put me in a bookstore because I always have to buy something that I generally then don't read. I digress. Anyway, I said, okay, you go do your thing. I'm going to sit right here. There was a bench right in front of the cooking section. I thought, great. I'm not going to be tempted here because I already have like 20, 25 books on how to cook, many of which are in that bookshelf right behind me. I said, I'm not going to be tempted here. Well, I'm sitting there and I see this book staring out at me. It's hardback, white glossy cover, big letters, and it says, How to Cook Everything, the Basics. It's written by Mark Bittman, who used to write for the New York Times and touts himself as a home cook. He's not a Gordon Ramsay fancy schmancy cook. He's just a home cook. So, of course, I have to meander over and take a look at this thing. It was great. It had, of course, it had these glossy covers with these beautiful photographs. It gives you the recipe, but then on the right-hand side, it gives you all these other suggestions, things that would go well with this meal, ways that you can change it from a French dish to an Italian dish. Take out the butter, put in olive oil, take this out, put that in. I loved it. Of course, I bought it. So I decided I'm going to start with the rice because my rice absolutely sucked. My kid's father made the best rice on the planet. Mine, horrific. So I go out and I'm going to make a regular meal for the kids, right? So what's this? A rotisserie chicken already cooked from the supermarket. Some broccoli that I cut up and put into the microwave with a blob of butter on top of it, right? I did his rice recipe exactly the way he said to do it. I got basmati rice. I had never heard of basmati rice 10 years ago. Apparently, it's the king of rice. So when I had gone to the supermarket to get the rotisserie chicken, I found basmati rice. Okay. I washed it like he told me to. I knew you were supposed to do that, but I never did it. One of the reasons my rice sucked. I did it exactly what he said to do. At the end, I was supposed to add some fresh basil, chopped up fresh basil. I did it exactly what he said to do. We sit down at the dinner. I've got the one kid on my right and my eldest is on my left. And we both kind of take a forkful of this at the same time. It was amazing. It was like really good. I couldn't believe it. I look at her, she looks at me and she says, "You cooked this?" I said, "Yes, I did." I don't know who was more shocked, me or her. So, by not eating out in a restaurant, bonus, you could learn how to cook. It's not brain surgery. If you could follow directions, you can cook. And check out How to Cook Everything, the Basics by Mark Bittman. He also has How to Cook Everything Fast. He has How to Cook Everything Vegetarian, How to Bake Everything. So there's a whole bunch of those books. But it was a life changer for me. Number 8, boycott takeout food. There was a survey done by U.S. Foods a couple of years back, and it turns out that 57% of Americans prefer takeout, 43% prefer eating in restaurants. So here's a 30-day challenge for you. No takeout. It's very similar to the no eating out at restaurants. It's just no takeout. Look, if you get pizza on a regular basis delivered to your door or Chinese or something, you can go to if you're on this challenge, you can go to that Chinese restaurant or that pizzeria and sit down and have your pizza or your Chinese there. Just no takeout. And again, the objective is to try and shake up your habits. Try to change things a little bit for yourself. Number 9, no ordering soft drinks or iced teas at restaurants. You can drink the water, and I don't mean bottled water. I mean the stuff you get for free. No iced teas, no soft drinks, and you're allowed to eat at the restaurants. You're allowed to get the desserts. It doesn't matter. Oh, that could be another one. No desserts for 30 days. Well, anyway. I had a friend of mine. I hesitate to tell this story, but I had a very dear friend of mine who was sick. He was on disability. So he never had money. He was always complaining about no money. And we would go to a restaurant, me and the girls and him, and oh my God, he would only order the water, right? Now, I generally ordered iced tea and a glass of water. And so I would get 2 lemon slices. He ordered a lemon slice for his water. And then when the waitress wasn't looking, he would squeeze all those lemon slices into his water, then go over, take the sugar packets, put like 4 sugar packets into his glass, and voila, he had lemonade. Oh my God. He was embarrassing. He was embarrassing, but very funny and very resourceful. I'm not suggesting that you do that. I'm just saying, hey, no water. Because where I come from, I mean, it used to be $1.99 for a soda, right? It's now up to $3.99. So that's $4 for a soda. If you eat out, let's say you eat out lunch 3 times a week and you eat out dinner 4 times a week, and each time you're getting yourself a soda or an iced tea or something, well, in a week, obviously, 4 times 7 is $28. In a month, that's $112 that you've spent just on sodas. Try it for 30 days. See how it works for you. Number 10. This is a biggie. No alcohol for 30 days. Now, a lot of us like to have a drink or two in the evening. Some like to drink more than that. Some like to drink a whole lot more than that. Because look, if it's one thing we know, alcohol is expensive, right? Especially if it's alcohol that you're drinking at a restaurant or something. Like in Philly, in a restaurant, a margarita is $11. A glass of white wine, according to my Google search, in Philadelphia, is $15. I mean, shit, you could buy a whole bottle for that. Just saying. But try 30 days without any alcohol. I think Michael Smirkanis just recently did this a few months ago. And then was planning on continuing to do it, but got talked out of it by his friends. That's interesting. But anyway, if this seems too extreme, no alcohol, I like to have a drink. I should be allowed to have a drink once in a while. Sure, you can do whatever the heck you want. There's 9 other challenges that you could do if you wanted to. But you could alter this a little bit and say, well, no drinking out. You could drink at home. So no drinking out, obviously, means no drinking at restaurants. It means no drinking alcohol at a business function. So maybe your friends invite you over to their house and no alcohol. But if you're doing this altered one where you're allowed to drink at the house, guess what? Invite your friends to your house. Invite your friends to your house, and then you can drink all you want. Bonus. This will help not just your wallet, it should also help your weight a little bit, and it's definitely going to help your resolve. You know, we all know with booze that, you know, once you start drinking, you might have the best of intentions in the beginning, but once you have a couple of drinks in you, all your willpower disappears. So that's it. Did anything appeal to you? I hope so. Please leave a comment. Let me run through these real fast for you. 1. Make coffee at home. 2. Track your spending. 3. Pay with cash. 4. Stash money away in a jar. 5. Cut out Amazon and big box stores. 6. No food shopping. 7. No eating out. 8. No takeout. 9. Only free water at restaurants. And 10. No alcohol for 30 days. Thanks for watching, and I hope you got something out of this. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up, and please subscribe. I'm looking for subscribers. I appreciate your attention. See you next time.